Hello, and welcome to 5-Minute Math. Today we are looking at the Algebra 1 concept of domain and range. This is standard A.2A in the great state of Texas, and we are using item number 53 of the 2022 released STAAR test. If you haven't done so already, please go ahead and take a moment to pause the video, work this problem out on your own, unpause it, and we will look at our answers together. So we've got a coach starting with 96 golf balls. I'm going to give each player on the team 8 golf balls. We've got sets of 8 coming out. And we've got a graph showing the linear relationship. Now it's key to kind of see what we're looking at here. The y-axis here is the number of golf balls remaining. All right, so he's starting with 96. As he gives those sets of 8 away, the number remaining decreases. So that's why it's got a downward slope. And then he's got x, the number of players on the team. So as we go farther to the right on the x-axis, the graph is going to get lower and lower because he keeps handing out sets of 8 golf balls. So the coach will use no more than 6 players on the school's golf team. So that's why our graph stops at 6. And we need to find the range. All right, so now that we've got this problem situation understood here, let's define the two terms that are kind of paired together here, domain and range. All right, so the domain is the set of all independent variable values. So our independent variable values, for the most part, they're going to be our x values. And in this problem, they are the x values. But it very easily could have been p, right? Because they could have said p, the number of players on the team. Sometimes they'll use part of the word problem to represent a variable. So these are the values that we're starting with in our function to kind of get things going. We're starting with the number of players, because how many players we have is going to drive how many golf balls we have remaining, right? And so the range then, which what we're looking for, is the set of all dependent variable values. So the range depends on what you do in the domain. And for the most part, it's going to be our y values, whereas your independent values are mostly your x values. Sometimes, though, you can see it as f of x. Sometimes in this problem, it could have been g, for golf balls. There's all kinds of different ways they can rename them. So this is what we're looking for, the range. So basically, we're looking for our y values, okay? So let's take a look at our y-axis here. And it looks like it starts at 48. And you see you've got some kind of intermediate. You got 72 and 96. Like those are the only 3 that we're sure of. But you know what? They actually tell us how we can do it in here. What they're doing is they're taking away 8. The only 3 y values I know for sure are that 48, that 72, and that 96. But you know what? Let's just map this out a little bit. So if and I'm just looking at the y value, right? That's going to be 96. And that's when I have, I've got it kind of backwards here, but that's fine. That's my domain over here. But then if I hand out one player's set of golf balls, that's going to be 8 less, right? So you take away 8, so that's going to get your 88. Okay, so that's what this one is right here. Then another player comes out, and I have to outfit them with a set of golf balls, so that's going to be 80. All right, so that's that. We already know that if there are 3 players on the team, I've got 72. 4 players on the team, we need to take out another 8. So that's going to be 64. So that's what I've got right there. Another player comes out. Another set of 8 golf balls goes away. That's 56. And then they said the maximum is going to be 6 players. We already know that's 48. So my range is this right here. Not the -8s, but the actual numbers. And they start with the lowest number first, so it's going to be that, or that they start with the highest number first, that 96, that 88, 80. So it's going to be the C. This is discrete data because it's whole counting numbers.